Starting off with today is we got some bad news for PS4 niggas. AOL's dial-up internet still exists, but not much longer. Also, I think I forgot to save this. Didn't Genshin Impact get rid of PS4 support? Yeah, I forgot to save this. Also, PS4 support for Genshin Impact will be ending. Before we talk about it, friendly reminder, I am giving away an Alienware gaming laptop. If you want to get into PC gaming, I have an extra laptop from Alienware. I'm sponsored by them. It's in perfect condition. I will ship it to you. Exclamation point giveaway in the chat. Enter the giveaway. All you gotta do is follow me on Instagram. It works in the Twitch and the YouTube chat if you want to enter the giveaway. If you're watching on Hokage highlights, the link will be in the description box below to enter the giveaway. Stop fucking sending me DMs on Instagram. It's not going to increase your chances. All you got to do is follow me through the link, and then it will randomly draw a winner at the end of the month. All right. Thank you. Back to PS4 nigga news, man. It's a tough day for PS4 niggas, man. AOL's dial-up internet is being shut down. It may have been decades since you last heard the crunching screeches of interconnecting with the dial-up internet, but AOL said it will discontinue its dial-up service on September 30th, officially marking the end of an era in the internet history. At first spotted by PC Gamer, AOL made the surprising announcement in a post buried in its AOL help pages. Along with dial-up service, AOL Dialer software and AOL Shield browser will also be discontinued by the end of September, man. Why is this heartbreaking PS4 niggas? Is because you niggas got slow internet. We know that's how y'all connecting with them PS4. So unfortunately, come September 30th, 2025, a large portion of PS4s might go dark, guys. They won't be able to get updates for the boat on 2K. They won't be getting any updates on Genshin Impact. And for two reasons, because they won't have internet. Slow internet. But they also just will not be getting any support for the fucking game anyway. Let's talk about Genshin Impact. PS4 support may come to an end sooner than players expected if a new report to be believed is true. Sony has already begun winding things down, but following this last week's news of Genshin Impact shutting down its PS4 port, we're hearing that the console is set to lose major third-party support soon. 2026 seems to be the beginning of the end. According to GameIndustry.biz, many other operators of major online and live service titles are looking into timelines to pull the plug on their support for the PS4. The outlet attributes this two main reasons, one of which is, we all know by now, are technical limitations. What? That 13-year-old TI-83 calculator is holding gaming back? Something that I talk about on this stream till my face turns blue? The devs are saying it too? Mind you, Genshin Impact isn't even the most graphically intensive. What? Wow, it's almost like I'm not making shit up and trying to shit on you PS4 niggas, and you niggas need to grow up and get a fucking job, you fucking bitches. The other reason for publishers dropping PS4 support is the install base for the PS5, which has finally reached a desirable state after starting marred by the pandemic and stock shortages that lasted years. The slow rise in the current gen install base also is widely blamed for the PS5 and Xbox Series X not receiving many games that introduce wow factors like previous generations. And my argument always was to that is because they kept making it for the last gen, so they couldn't maximize the hardware. Finally, there are enough people on the PS5 where they're ditching the PS4. They're tired of ditching. And, you know, they're not going to say it, but I'll give you another reason they don't want to support the PS4. Obviously, this doesn't apply to everybody, but a lot of you niggas, the reason you don't have a PS5 is because you can't afford it. I don't know what you've been doing the last 5 years where you can't save up $500. Just seems to be like a really tough task for some of you guys. The reality is that if you are on the PS4 and not by choice, I'm not talking about people who choose to stay on the PS4. If you are on PS4 not by choice, you more than likely are probably playing the same games, probably not buying anything. You're probably playing Warzone. You're probably playing 2K22. You're probably playing Genshin Impact. And the reality is yeah, your PS4 still works, but you're not making them any money. So why the fuck would they continue to support it? Just some food for thought. Just some food for thought. Niggas thought they was gonna be sitting there playing that game forever for free, thinking that them servers is not for free. You got 150 million thousand people on the PS5, another 150 million thousand people on the PS4. Them servers cost money. We know you playing 2K19. That's your favorite one. 2K18, 2K17. Them niggas is playing, yeah, them niggas is playing Paladins, bro. These niggas is playing Paladins. And like, the reason I know this shit is not generating a lot of revenue, I forgot to save this article, but I remember the day this article came out about them shutting down the servers on Genshin Impact for the PS4. That shit went viral. It was so many people complaining. How could they do this, man? Guys, Genshin Impact is a gacha game. Gacha game's entire business model is designed to draw money out of you guys. So, despite the technical limitations, hear me out. Stick with me. No, you guys are a little slow. Actually, a lot of slow. 13 years late slow. If a gacha game is pulling support, it means what? It most likely is not bringing in revenue. Because even with the limitations, if it was generating hand over fist and cash, that bitch would still be on the PS4, bro. They would find a way to optimize that shit, bro. But like I said earlier, them niggas is just on Fortnite Season 2 going to Tomato Town, buying and playing the same shit over and over. Yeah, they didn't got you because you ain't got nothing to give. We know you ain't got nothing to give. You ain't on the PS5. I had somebody message me on Instagram. And here's another thing too. You know, the people that are messaging me on Instagram about the giveaway, that's whatever. It's funny, but it's not going to increase your chances of winning the computer, right? But the people who message me like random shit, I don't give a fuck. A nigga sent me a voicemail talking about I need to stop clowning on PS4 niggas. It's tired. I said, I first of all, I deleted the message and I said to myself, spotted the PS4 nigga. You sent a random person on the internet a fucking voicemail about how I need to stop talking about the PS4. How about you get a fucking job? The amount of time and effort it took to search up my name, go to the DMs, hold the record button, think about something to say it, and then actually send it could have been spent on fucking Indeed.com. Like fucking Ace, I got the job. Indeed.com, LinkedIn, you got a Twitter, you got an Instagram. Why you ain't got a LinkedIn? Matter of fact, don't talk to me if you ain't got a fucking LinkedIn. I'm not listening to that shit. That shit is goofy, bruh. And your internet getting shut down, nigga. Throw away that damn AOL trial disc from 97. Hit dogs holla type shit. In other PlayStation news, PlayStation admits its live service games have been rocky, and it acknowledges the negative news about Marathon. Sony's live service video games released haven't all succeeded like Helldivers 2 did, with Concord being a particularly high-profile failure. Sony's CFO said during the company's earnings call brief this week that it's not entirely going smoothly. That's one way of putting it. As it relates to live service games, Batal pointed out that Sony has come a long way in the past half decade. If you look 5 years ago, live service games were almost non-existent for PlayStation Studios. In terms of transformation, it's not entirely going smoothly, but from a longer term perspective, if you look at the changes over 5 years, you see that there's definitely been change. Tao went on to say that Sony is still working through many issues in its pursuit of live service games, so we should learn lessons from mistakes and make sure that we introduce live service content where there's less waste and it's more smoother. Translation: we have been taking L after L when it comes to live service games, but we are not leaving the casino. We know the house wins, but we're going to roll the dice one more time. We're going to pull the lever on the fucking slot machine one more time and hope we hit gold. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to let you know it's not statistically possible for everybody to strike gold with these live service games. There's only so much money to be extracted. There's only so much time to be extracted. And also, it's just a tired genre. I don't want to play $70 knowing I have to invest 10 years of my time. I don't even know where I'm going to be in 10 years. I don't even know if I'm going to be fucking alive. And you're telling me in order to get the full experience, the full lore of this game, I've got to wait 10 years? Why don't you guys just put out good games every year? Good games sell all the fucking time. Steam sales are great. PlayStation sales are great. Xbox sales are great. Let the live service games go, guy. Let them fucking go. Yeah, they own WB Game. Yeah, have we not learned from WB Games? WB Games created, they damn near committed seppuku this year. Thanks to Suicide Squad, Gotham Knights, Mortal Kombat 1, Multiverses. When are y'all gonna fucking learn? Why you say end of DC Universe? You talking about the game? Huh? TBH, you had to get the battle. You gotta get the battle pass. 10-year roadmap. Let's get through the first five months. let's get through the first 3 months, bruh. Most multiplayer games don't even survive 3 months, 5 months. Let's survive 3 months. Shit, I'm not gonna lie, even I thought Marvel Rivals was going to dominate. And don't get me wrong, Marvel Rivals is still has a healthy community. I think they're averaging like 100,000, but that's far from where it was at. I thought when Marvel Rivals came off of its high, it would go from averaging 500 to 600,000 to maybe like 250,000. And it doesn't, it seems like the people who are locked in with Marvel Rivals, they're locked in, but it doesn't seem like they're attracting new people. I can't remember the last time I booted it up. That shit is too toxic. So like, and Marvel Rivals had a moment, a cultural shift, and even that can't sustain that level of audience. That's why they're crazy for saying 100 million players on Battlefield. You guys are fucking crazy at EA. Off topic, I hope all Lord Spider-Man players have a bad day. Real shit. Mortal Kombat 1's the first MK game I didn't play. I'm still on MK11. I don't blame you, bruh. It was underwhelming. A fighting game that I hope is not underwhelming is Marvel's Token. Arc wants to support Marvel Token into the PS6 era. Here we go again. Arc System Works is known for supporting its games for the long haul, with games like Guilty Gear Strive proving how the studio won't just abandon a game after a year or so. It seems Arc is also looking to support its upcoming game even longer based on what the dev team and the studio said. Arc System Works is developing a new Marvel fighting game that's going to be published from Sony Interactive, mostly popularly known as Sony's PlayStation division. While Token's Fighting Souls doesn't have a release date yet, Arc System Works is already looking ahead to post-launch content. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This game is not even out yet, and they're already talking about porting it to the PlayStation 6. The good news is that Arc is looking to keep the Marvel-based fighting game alive and kicking for a long time. Speaking on stage at the recent EVO Championship in Las Vegas, Arc System's producer said, "For the next 10 years, we plan to keep making this game the best experience ever." It's just a crazy statement to me, because it's like, yo, can you just put the fucking game out? Put the fucking game out and let's see how it's doing a year from now. You talking about 10 years. And I'm not saying they shouldn't plan. If they want to plan for like year 2 and 3, throw some darts on the board, have some general ideas, that's cool. But you're writing down ideas from 10 years from now. Why don't you make sure you don't stumble out the gate? Granted, it doesn't look like they're going to stumble out the gate with this one because this game looks fire, but I feel like they're just overly ambitious with these games. Just focus on making a good game for today. Shout out to Busted Bosch with the sub. Appreciate it. Happy Big Tuesday. Appreciate it. Like, how many characters at launch, or are they coming later? Yeah, how many characters they gonna pull from fucking Marvel that people actually want to play? Marvel Rivals isn't unique enough. It felt like Overwatch. I don't think that's why the numbers are dwindling. And I do feel like Marvel Rivals was unique enough. With its destructive system, the team up abilities, the fact that it was in third person, the verticality in the game, there was enough unique spins on the hero shooter formula, and that's why Marvel Rivals did stand out. It wasn't just Marvel characters, and I think the fact that it has obscure characters in the lineup like Luna Snow speaks to the actual gameplay loop being unique. Because if you would have came out and been like, try to make Luna Snow a selling point, motherfuckers, because we'd be like, oh, it's just Marvel. Luna Snow is not a selling point. It was the gameplay. The problem with Marvel Rivals, I think, is balancing, as well as the community is just toxic. Yeah, Jeff the Land Shark. You can do it now, but 365 days ago, you could not put Jeff the Land Shark on a fucking poster and say a movie's coming out and he's selling tickets. Now you can do it because of the game. But the reason is because of the game. It was the gameplay. So to say that, I feel like that's disingenuous, and I feel like you're an Overwatch player. Which is nothing wrong with being an Overwatch player, but you're one of them Overwatch players. Fuck my rivals. I feel that's a little disingenuous. Luna's a Marvel Rival exclusive. No, she's not. She was featured in a mobile game first. That's where she came from. That's where she broke out though. Jeff might save the franchise. Just might. You could if you targeted Marvel fans. I don't know, a thick white girl could be a selling point. You just horny, nigga. Calm down, bro. What the fuck? Low-key would watch a Jeff the Land Shark TV show. I like the Jeff the Land Shark comic book that's going on. It's fucking funny. I reading his book made me realize I do like the character. I don't like Jeff the Land Shark players. I think they're annoying, but his book is actually pretty funny. Speaking of Marvel Rivals has 12 months worth of characters prepped. Speaking of another game, just never out of fucking content here. While Blade just entered the roster for Marvel Rivals today, there are a lot more heroes on the way for the free-to-play shooter. Given the success of Marvel Rivals, NetEase is ensuring a steady stream of content is released for players. According to the studio's latest statement, this is unlikely to be a problem for a long time. NetEase not only has a year's worth of characters already mapped out for the multiplayer game, but the studio also shared how long it takes to shape one character from the ground up. Speaking to Insider Gamer at the Marvel Rivals Ignite mid-season finals in China, the game's director confirmed that they had already prepared for the next 12 months of content. The director has shared that they've begun work on characters set to be released this time in 2026. The developer released that it takes the studio about a year to bring a new character into Marvel Rivals' new life, encompassing concept art, modeling, animation, voice acting, and more. While most live service games reveal the slate of the content and updates they've planned, NetEase has chosen not to do this, and the director says it's to maintain freshness and surprises. Well, I can't say he's wrong about that, since it's a huge event for players whenever there's a near the end of the season, since we're already looking forward to who's next. The problem with having so many characters is then it becomes a balancing issue, and that was one of my critiques about this game when it came out. I was like, they're gonna have a balancing issue if they keep releasing characters at this rapid of a rate. A year for one character, how and why? Well, he just explained it. The concept art, the kit, the modeling, the animations. He just explained why. The voice acting, you gotta get voice actors in it, scheduling and all that shit. The games don't make themselves, guys. But also testing too, because you don't want to just make a character and then put it out and then it's broken. You have to test it over and over internally. They need more tanks. That's another fair criticism. They need more tanks and healers, or different types of strategies if they don't want to do healers. But yeah, they said they got a year's worth of content. So I mean, we will be talking about this for the next year. And every time a new season, yeah, so it's not rushed. The new characters. Every time a new season comes out, I'll cover it and I'll say this might be the one, chat. This might be the one I come back. Thanks for the follow. Y'all know that's a fucking lie. Y'all know that's yeah, it's gonna be League of, yeah, that's my problem with this game. I think it's gonna be League of Legends soon. It's gonna be hard to balance a game with fucking 50 plus characters, man, that all affect the game in different ways. Other news. Oh, the reviews for Mafia: The Old Country have come out. We got a 9, we got some 8s, a bunch of 6s, and a 5. Currently, it's sitting at a 75 overall Metacritic. Unfortunately, this game is what I feared. It's just gonna be an average game. From the gameplay, it looks all right. This looks like a game that it's cool for like a Steam sale, but I'm not paying $70. Like, it's okay. For those that were interested in this game. From the reviews I watched, it seems like the story carries it, but the actual combat, the gameplay is just okay. It's not bad. It's not great. It's like, you know, I played it again. I played it before. Third-person action game. Got some grizzled white guys in Italy. You know, how I thought Mafia was only bad because it had blacks in it. Shit. And we got another average game. It's 50. Oh, my bad. 50. I'm still not paying $50 for this game. I'd pay 20 at most for this. We need average games nowadays if it's priced correctly. But hey, yeah, y'all wanted a more linear experience. Here's a more linear experience. I hope people actually support it after complaining about this shit. But I like the article and the honesty. Could just be my game design ignorance, but for a major game, I assume developers teams would be able to get it done quicker and more efficient. Nah, because there's so many like checks and balances. Because it's not, whenever they introduce a new character, not only do you have to draw the character, model the character, animate the character, get the voice acting, plug the voice acting into certain situations, you then have to test that character against the environment. You have to test that character against other characters and see how it affects. Because like, let's say like they introduced, before Blade came out, let's use Blade as an example. It could be a situation where they're testing Blade and he works fine. And then they go test him against Iron Man. And for some reason, a bug happens when Iron Man's laser is shooting and, I don't know, Blade swings a sword. So you have to test it against a bunch of different shit. It's not as simple as just make it and put it out. If you want to do things correctly. If you just rush it out, you buy some Unreal Engine assets for $20 and then make niggas jump up, you know, you might have some big streamers playing it. Who knows, you know, but that shit is still dog shit. The picture's more clearly painted for me. Thank you. Type shit. Like the Luna alt bug. Yeah, so like it's a lot of stuff you would have to test to make sure everything's okay. Xbox insiders temper your expectations for the gaming co-pilot AI. Microsoft is trying to implement AI into the Xbox. Microsoft is seemingly fully ready to start trying to push its Copilot gaming AI onto Xbox players. For those unaware, Microsoft Copilot is just a skin over ChatGPT. Think of like Samsung phones. It's just Android, but they put a bunch of bloatware over it. For people who don't know any better, just use ChatGPT if you want to use that shit. The beta for gaming Copilot, what they call the ultimate gaming sidekick, in the blog post for the announcement is now live for Xbox insiders, intended to serve as a sort of AI-driven in-game guide. The idea seems to be that while it'll only come up when the player specifically wants it, it has been available for insiders through the Xbox mobile app since April, but now it's being integrated directly into the Xbox app on PC. What's it supposed to do? The purpose of the gaming Copilot is helping you get to gameplay faster, sharpening your skills and being where you need it and out of the way when you don't need it. Translation, the clankers will play the game for you, help you fucking cheese it, and just run through the game. And I'm not gonna lie, this shit is really weird. I mean, I guess it's okay if you're like stuck, because I mean, we've all done that, right? Where like you're on a game, a single player game, and you get stuck on a puzzle and you've been there for like an hour and your time's limited. You're not gonna be able to play for the rest of the week. That's fine. You go on YouTube, watch a guide so you can just get past that. I'm not talking about that. Everybody's done that, right? What I'm talking about is this AI shit is just gonna encourage less critical thinking, more laziness. What makes gaming different from other mediums is the fact that it's interactive, right? If I go to the movies and I go see Sinners, what I watched and what you watched is exactly the same, sorta, because my critical thinking level might be a little bit higher than yours. There was a lot of people that didn't understand that movie, but you get the point. If I go see Toy Story, you go see it, we watch the same thing. When you play a game, you may watch the same cutscenes, but how the game was played, how you built your skill tree, that's completely different. When you remove that element out of the game, then I start to question, why the fuck are you playing games? I'm not talking about if you use this shit if you're stuck, but I do feel like what's gonna happen with this type of stuff is, because you got people on ChatGPT asking for therapy and like romance advice and shit like that. I've seen TikToks, and I don't know if this is true, but I've seen TikToks making fun of people who are addicted to AI, saying they got friends that use AI to ask basic questions. Like their friend will ask, hey, what do you want to eat? Niggas will look down at their phone and say, ChatGPT, what should I eat? Do people really do that? That's fucking crazy. Because if, yeah, AI relationships, Grok got that little girlfriend, that anime shit, they do, fucking crazy. I can see that happening to gaming. And to me, I say, why are you playing games? It's gonna bring down the critical thinking level. You already got people out here when a game comes out, they're looking up best build in Elden Ring, best build in NBA 2K. Don't even try to play the game. They go straight to Rad Brad. Now you don't even need to go to Rad Brad. You're just gonna hit a button on your Xbox controller and just ask the AI. You pay $70 to let a nigga tell you how to make a build in the AI. This shit is crazy to me. Why? Find a new hobby. I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it. Drippy light skin build. Yo, Xbox Game Pilot, AI, how I make the drippy light skin build, bro, in NBA 2K. Haha, I'm glad you asked. I can see that in a South Park episode. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is fucking crazy. But it's coming. It'll be a tool that's there. If you're using it as a tool to enhance your experience, I'm not mad at that. I just worry that people are getting a little too hooked on this AI shit, man. They're getting a little too hooked on the AI shit. Amazon Prime members get 12 free games in August. Jarvis clipped that. Now available, Civ 3, Thief Definitive Edition. That game is ass. The Academy First Riddle. I have no clue what that is. August 14th. Drippy light skin build. Yeah, in 2K, niggas make drippy light skin. What's that dude's name that shot up that car? What's his name? I forgot. But they try to make it like him. Fate the Traitor Soul, Filthy Animals, 10 Hearts, Necro King, the 21st. I'm not gonna lie, all these games fucking suck, bro. These games all fucking suck. Mikey Williams, yeah, Mikey Williams. They be trying to make the Mikey Wills. You think I'm playing? You think I'm making this shit up like I'm just trolling? Somebody's like, what? How to make drippy light skin 2K build. You think I'm playing? Niggas make builds about this shit. If I see my son on one of these channels, I don't have kids, but I'm just speaking of I'm gonna smack the controller upside your fucking hand, bro. Niggas dead ass be watching this shit, bro. 2-minute videos. Look at this shit. 600,000 views.
What's good, YouTube?
Back with another banger.
Boy. Goofy got clout this week. I got that clout. 25.
Let's do it. That's how we do it, bro. That's how you make the drippy light skin build, bro. They really do this shit, dude. These pay $70 to do this. I thought you were joking. Nah. And it's not one video. There's an entire economy on this, by the way. An entire economy. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at it. This is just this year, by the way. They do this every year. Oh, look, they got another one too. They got the counter for the drippy light skin build. They got the new Black Melanin King face creation. I guarantee you more than half these niggas is white too. Drippy face be making cute niggas and shit. This is why I said, and 2K niggas get mad when I say this shit. 2K niggas are playing Barbie in a basketball game. You are playing Barbie RPG with a basketball. You can't convince me otherwise. You making the Melanin King. This is nasty work. The Kelly Oubre build. Yeah, dressed in play. You guys are playing fucking Barbie. This is The Sims, dog.